I want to rock with you.
What's up, everybody? This is Erica.
And Eddie J.
And this is the mic check.
Oh, we did that on the first time.
I know. How about us? Alright, well, my favorite genre of music is more than likely R&B, because if you looked at my CD collection, which, yes, I still buy CDs.
Because she's
F your feelings.
up in age.
I'm not up in age. I just like physical copies.
Right.
But anyway, it's mostly R&B, neo soul, that type of deal. And my favorite artist, wow. I don't know if I have a favorite artist.
I thought it was Ashanti.
It is not Ashanti.
I thought it was Ashanti. Okay.
No, Eddie, it's not Ashanti.
Keisha Cole. Sly. No.
I like Keisha Cole, but she's not my favorite artist. Shut up. I can say my favorite artists right now are Janelle Monáe and Ledisi.
Look at God.
I know, right?
He is on time.
And how about you?
My favorite genre with an S. Well, like pop, R&B mixed together, kind of like urban crossover, for lack of better term.
Mm-hmm. Like Chris Brown.
You tried it. I like TLC and Janelle Monáe. Clear example of that.
Okay.
And my favorite artist, she's definitely number one. I didn't want to go with the obvious one, but Mariah Carey. But my daddy is Luther Vandross. So my mama is Mariah, my daddy is Luther, in case you didn't know. So it's hard to rank your parents. But yeah, so that's pretty much what.
Yeah, that's an awkward moment at dinner. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, we are going to talk about the vocal trinities this evening.
The day. Well,
yeah.
Today.
Right now.
And yesterday. And before yesterday.
And all over the place, really.
Yeah, because first of all, the original vocal trinity, for y'all who don't know, because some people aren't.
Some people aren't up in age.
Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, and Whitney Houston, who are all amazing. And for anyone who questions any of their positions, all I have to say is your current fave could never.
Ever. And they are your favorite's favorite.
And your favorite's favorite. Like, they are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the Fathers, the Sons, and the Holy Spirits.
Amen.
That's why they're the Trinity. But okay, so pretty much what we're doing is we're trying to figure out who would be considered the vocal trinities of not just today, but just in general. Because we were talking about this before, and we couldn't really figure out. So let's just jump into it. So let's start with the easy one. Let's do the male vocal trinity. So Luther Vandross would have to be in there. Yes. I would say.
I would agree.
Okay.
Let's see. And I guess, in a vocal trinity, they would also have to be each other's contemporaries.
Yeah.
That's kind of key. Otherwise, then you start another vocal trinity. So, besides Luther, I would say... Oh, wow. Who did we say that night?
Brian McKnight, I think, is what we said, but we were like, we don't think so because he's kind of like the son of Luther.
Yeah.
Well, that would work then. Father, Luther, son. Brian, okay. Holy Spirit, Tank.
No, because I think he started like a different one.
Yeah.
I think so.
That would be blasphemous, even though Tank can slay.
And he looks yummy. Oh my gosh.
That's not part of the Trinity.
I know. That's not. That's not even a qualification. I apologize.
It's okay.
Things happen. Okay, what about Peabo Bryson?
Who?
Oh, snap. Okay, the black guy that sung on the Disney classics like A Whole New World and Beauty and the Beast with Your
Solange
aunt Solange. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that guy had a name. I just thought he was just. I just thought he was like an extra.
No. No.
Well, that's not. Well, I guess it is fair. I was gonna say that's not fair to have like someone who like sang on, because obviously when they get people who sing on Disney, they're like heaven sent like voices, like Leah Solange, who I'm sure you don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I was about to say
she was the voice of Mulan. And the singing
in the movie?
the singing voice of Mulan, the movie version. And she was the singing voice of Jasmine. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, and Aladdin, which I still haven't seen in full.
You haven't seen Aladdin?
No, I told you I don't see movies. I never see movies.
Oh my God.
And I blame my childhood, but
yes,
it's okay.
Your childhood.
But my friends let me watch the first 30 minutes, but then we had to go somewhere. So I kind of don't even remember what happened. I just know he was running through the streets like some kind of ratchet hood rat with some monkey or something. And like,
yes, Abu. That was his pet.
Oh, what?
His name. His pet monkey was named Abu.
We're getting off topic. But yeah, like, that guy, he can sing, but I don't know.
The fact that he keeps calling him that guy, just, okay, we're going to scratch people. Sorry, Mr. Bryson.
I mean, he doesn't have to be known. I'm just saying that me, like...
it's like he's known, just not by you.
Hundreds of thousands of Americans don't know him. Could he drop a secret album tomorrow and he go, like, platinum within the next week?
Our parents, if 1 million of our parents did it, yes.
Our parents buy music now?
Yes.
They do? They listen on the radio, on the oldie station.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, we're going to skip this one because we...
And that was the easy one. Damn it,
you're right.
Erica.
And we had the answer when we weren't recording this.
Shame
That's
on
the thing. We had that answer.
It's your producers. They're the ones who didn't write it down. Okay, well, let's do new age vocal female Trinity. So,
well, we know that we have to probably include the queen, quote unquote, the queen bee in this one. Before the beehive gets after us. How do we include her in the vocal Trinity?
How does she qualify for the vocal Trinity?
Oh, well, you know.
I mean,
because
like,
she screams.
if you look at the blueprint, like, if you look at the blueprint of, like, Whitney, Mariah, and Celine, like, they all had, like, a certain resonance and, like, a certain, like,
you mean they
vocal...
could sustain their highest notes, their lowest notes?
They could emote. Even Mariah, who was like criticized of not being able to like emote, started to do so by like 97 when they did put her in the vocal Trinity. So it's like,
okay, well,
I have yet to cry to a Beyonce song.
I haven't either. Like if somebody else was singing Blue or
Halo and wasn't dedicating it to every person who dies.
Yeah, like, every time somebody dies. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I mean,
sorry.
If you want her in there, that's fine. She'll just have to
I don't necessarily want her in there, but I know the Begency will come after us in our sleep tonight if we don't. So I guess we'll just have to take that chance and lock our doors and windows.
That's called like a conflict of interest. Like you can't sit up here and lose your like integrity as a music artist person. You're gonna pick people so you don't get death threats. That's not hot. That's not where it's at.
That's true.
But well, if we
the reality of our vocal Trinity, right?
We would put if she was in there, then I would say Christina would have to be in there too. Then
yes,
Christina, Beyonce, and Cassie. Let's just throw it out.
We're not gonna do Cassie. That's what we're not gonna do.
Okay, your favorite Shanti. That's okay.
Ashanti on a good day? No, but okay, for real. Like
Ashanti has good days?
No. Okay, for real. We're gonna do a real, I guess, urban contemporary.
Well, Christina and Beyonce, that will still work.
Okay, yeah, especially Christina, and we mean Christina Aguilera, not Christina Perry.
Christina?
Yeah. Well, you know, little ones that people know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Christina Aguilera.
Ones.
I mean, before the deterioration, of course.
Right. I.e. the last 2 albums.
Ooh.
And
Beyonce and shoot. Yeah.
Did we include Jennifer Hudson in this, or was that?
Technically, but I don't really.
She doesn't really emote. Like I don't really.
Yeah, it's just her voice just sounds like that. Like it's not like
her voice is big and it's amazing, but it's not.
it.
Soul stirring, I guess.
Yeah. Like, the only time she ever moved me was And I'm Telling You, and that's because I wasn't used to her voice. Now that I'm used to her voice, it's just like she's just singing.
True.
Like, even in Walk It Out, like, she was like, can you walk it out? I was like, I'm not supposed to be feeling like you trying to, like, make me cry right now. Like, I feel like you're supposed to just be singing.
Exactly. And I did get chills every time I heard her version of And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going, so.
And then Jennifer Holiday came out and was like, oh, hey, y'all.
Exactly. This is how it's really supposed to sound, and just...
Oh, Jennifer Holiday. Well, no, she's not contemporary. Not at all.
No shade. We're just stating facts.
We'll put her somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Broadway Trinity. Yeah, we'll put her there with Adina Menzel.
Oh, yeah. And I would say Sada Ramirez, a.k.a. Callie Torrance from Grey's Anatomy.
She did do that.
She would...
Okay, well, that's the Broadway Trinity.
Yeah,
so, Adina Menzel,
that was easy.
Jennifer Holiday, and say her name because I can't pronounce it.
I guess it looks like Sarah Ramirez, but it's Sada Ramirez.
Oh, she's special.
I know.
Runner-ups, though, would have to be... what's that girl's name? Patina Miller. Patina. You probably don't know her. She did Sister Act musical. Sounded amazing.
Okay.
Her.
What about the chick from Smash?
Oh, you talking about Megan Hilty? I was actually going to say her.
Yes.
Yeah, those would definitely be runner-ups. Megan Hilty has an amazing voice. Shoot. Who else? I mean, granted, Julia Murney, Barbara Streisand.
What about Audra McDonald? She
her name
won like
familiar.
6 Tonys
for I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's like dang it! Now we got to go to Wikipedia. For quite a few things. I feel bad because I don't know. Y'all can Google Audra McDonald and get your life.
Yeah.
I said y'all, not us, because we don't have time for that.
Literally, like 6 minutes. So yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I think that would work for that. Okay, so if we had to do like old school, Aretha would be in it.
Yeah, Aretha, Patty. I would say...
Is Patty her contemporary though? I feel like Patty came like 30 years later.
No, she didn't because she was in LaBelle.
She was in LaBelle. You're right.
So yeah, Aretha, Patty.
20 years later.
It was not 20 years later. It was around the same time.
Dionne Warwick? Was she? Well, no, that would just be a Got to Be Real reunion.
Exactly. What about Gladys Knight?
They would agree with you.
They? Who's this they?
Whoever is listening. I think they would agree with you.
Okay, who would be your third then?
You know how I am. Because the first person, I love, what's her name? See, I forgot it.
What song are you thinking about?
I Got Love from Pearly.
Oh, Melba Moore.
Yeah,
yes.
Melba Moore. She would have to be there for me. I'm sorry.
But wait a minute. But would she be for Broadway though?
Well, she only did that one musical.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Aretha, Patty, and Melba Moore. She's another one that you actually need to YouTube. She was in the Fighting Temptations.
She was.
She was in the Fighting Temptations with Beyonce, and she was like the older lady that was like real shy, but she could sing.
Yeah.
So if y'all actually saw that movie, she was in it.
So yeah, we would definitely have to say, y'all gonna have to tell us who the third person gonna be for Beyonce, Christina, and insert. You tell us in the comment section or however you want to communicate with us. Tweet us, however you want to do it. But yeah, like, because I can't think of a third person for that one.
I can't either.
I mean, I would say Janelle Monáe, but that would be because I'm biased. But I feel like Janelle Monáe would be in a completely different Trinity on her own.
Yeah, I think
along
that is
with like
she would be in one with like Erykah Badu. Jinx.
You owe me a soda. And goodness, I would throw Durant in there just to be shady, but
not just to be shady. I mean, since now
Durant would be in one with B Slade though. Like it would be B Slade, Durant, and someone else.
Yeah,
Tank. Boom. There we go. Did it.
Okay.
We have to have somebody to like, Yeah. So that's who that would be. I'm sure we don't have Michael Jackson in any of these because
I mean I feel like he would be in one with Prince.
That's just typecasting.
I mean, yeah, it is typecasting, but who else could he be in a Trinity, a vocal Trinity?
With himself.
What, little Michael Jackson,
Bad era Michael Jackson.
Bad era Michael
and His
Jackson.
Story and All with Michael Jackson. Because those are 3 different voices. What you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's who.
Wow.
I mean,
Michael Jackson is that special that he is his own vocal trinity, people.
And you can just deal. Because, I mean.
Basically.
Who else is going to do it? But,
gosh.
But yeah, so Patty, Aretha, Melba. Do you have someone else instead of Melba for you personally? Because there's a bunch of others I'm sure that you like, besides Dionne Warwick, whom you love. And
if I just felt like listening to music one day, then yes, Dionne would be the truth for me.
What is that?
The elevator music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it's actually called. It's a thing.
The fact that you know that, the more you know.
Exactly. We're a learning show. But
yeah, that's what we are. But yeah, so Motown. Did we have a Motown one? Did you have like Diana Ross? And she was in Motown.
She was at Motown, but I didn't have Diana Ross. See, okay, I respect.
Tamar. Boom. Beyonce, Christina, and Tamar.
Okay, so we figured it out. Yay us. Or yay Eddie. Okay, but yeah, for Motown, I respect Miss Ross and all, but she never really did it for me.
Dina was everything. I don't know what you're talking about. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have had one of the most amazing musicals on this earth. Give props where they're due. But Motown.
I respected it.
Who are you saying for Motown though? Because
did we talk about?
We were doing
artists?
like Temptations.
Yeah. Okay. Like the
Ohio. Well, no, we didn't say them. We said Earth, Wind and Fire, Temptations, and Jackson 5.
I think. Well, okay. Hold on. Okay.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. And Earth, Wind and Fire was not on Motown.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and they would be in a
groups.
Band. Yeah, like they would be in a band.
So who's the 5 Heartbeats? What you
No, the Motown like singing groups would probably be like Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, I guess. The Temptations, definitely.
DeBarge? Were they Motown?
Yes, they were Motown.
That's what we said.
They were 80s Motown, but they were Motown.
Yeah, we said DeBarge.
Okay, so DeBarge, the Temptations, and
Jackson
the Jackson 5.
I mean, clearly.
Exactly. And then like the bands would be outside of Motown.
Earth, Wind and
Fire.
DeBarge again.
Bands though. Well, I mean
they are a band, aren't they?
Elle played piano, and I'm sure the rest of them could play something, but they weren't a band per se. They were just like a singing group. So, okay, what about the SOS band? Do you know who the SOS band is?
I've heard of them.
Okay.
What about Fifth Dimension? And we didn't say nothing about Martha and the Vandellas regarding
about singing groups.
Yeah, because they kind of slayed.
See, this is why we had to put this on the show, because
the point of this is there's never going to be a Trinity that everyone. Okay.
Yeah. So.
But the point of this is we needed people to realize that like this is never going to be like a common denominator. It's outside of Mariah, Whitney, and Celine because it's etched in stone. You could Google vocal trinity,
and those 3 names would pop up.
You could Google image search it, and you'll see 3 different pictures: one of Whitney, one of Celine, and one of Mariah. I'm
surprised. Wait, did they all do at least one of those VH1 Divas things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not together, but they have all done.
Oh God, that would have
Celine
been.
did one with Mariah when they sang "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman" with Aretha.
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of them, but Whitney wasn't there.
And then
Whitney came in and did one before them, and I think also after.
Okay, yeah, that would have shut the whole thing down. That would have been the only Divas episode that they needed.
I don't know why Celine didn't just come on board and do "When You Believe," the triette. Even though that's not a real word, but that would have been everything. The trio. Because
it would have shut down the whole production. That would have shut out all the lights.
Yeah.
That would have just killed everything.
I'm shocked she didn't sing that at her for her tribute. I'm shocked Mariah didn't sing that song.
Because she probably would have cried through it just like she did for Michael.
We won't go there.
Oh, right.
So what we have solidified, let's just go through them if you can remember. So the new one was Beyonce, Christina
Aguilera, and Tamar.
We had one with Janelle, Erica, and Lettucey. Boom.
Yeah. Thank you, because I was about to say, I'm going to sound like a fangirl if I say Lettucey.
Yeah, Lettucey. There you go. Or cassette. It's interchangeable. Damn.
No, Lettucey can sing her out the water.
Really? Lettucey can sing opera?
Yes. She studied opera.
So did Chrisette. You know what?
I'm just saying.
I feel like they could go for their tans. I feel like
I don't know.
I think Chrisette could hold, even though she blocked me on Twitter that one time. I feel like
Which y'all made up though.
I feel like Chrisette could. I feel like she could hold her ground. I don't think she would.
No, I know she could hold her ground. She would definitely hold her ground.
It ain't like modern day Lauren. No shade.
No, it's not.
But just ride the
No, it's not like that. But
Yeah.
I think Lettucey will edge her out if there was an actual contest.
I feel like they would probably end up being like, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to ask them to do a battle.
We'll do research. We'll do research and get back to y'all on that.
Yeah, so that was that one. The males we had. The first one we had was like the underground / modern, and we picked like two independent and Tank, B Slade and Duran Bernard and Tank, which I think is fair.
Yeah,
because I mean, come on.
Exactly.
And then we had Luther and
Brian McKnight, and
I thought we didn't include Brian.
No, you said he was like his son.
Yeah. Okay. So Luther,
then,
Brian, and you picked the third one.
Yeah,
guys.
I was about to say I don't think we came.
I thought we said Smokey Robinson or North or somebody.
Yeah.
What about Babyface? Oh, well, no. Yeah.
I
love his songwriting, but he's a good singer. But we didn't say anything about Tony. We mentioned her little sister Tamar. We didn't say anything about Tony. Oh, do
y'all get the idea?
Don't you know that he was mommy? Yeah.
But up next is our review in a minute. So that is literally a 60-second album review on what's hot right now.
So right after the break.
Exactly.
We are back, and thank you for checking into the mic check. And we are currently going to be working on our reviews. That's a little segment we like to do. Review in 1 minute. We don't have a catchy title for it yet.
I know. We're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get started with Michael Jackson's Escape album.
Go.
Okay, so I enjoyed it. It was a lot better than the first posthumous album, I guess self-titled Michael or whatever. It had a very old school feel because I think L.A. Reid, in spite of himself, he chose 8 tracks that sounded like they were from the Thriller era, Thriller, off the wall ish sounding era, and shut up. And then and Timbaland decided to play with him a little bit, and he did a really good job. I was surprised. I thought they were gonna sound like Justin Timberlake, retakes or cast-offs. And speaking of Justin, he was on the lead single Love Never Felt So Good. I could do without their duet, at least on that song, but other than that, it was a pretty dang good posthumous album, and I am done.
Wait, how many mics would you give it out of 5 mics?
I would give it probably 3.5.
Okay.
To be fair, yeah.
All right. Well, that was good.
Yes, and we're gonna start yours on Who in 3 seconds.
Mariah Carey.
And go.
All right, so Mariah Carey just released the I Am Mariah, the Elusive Chanteuse album, and it was a pretty great album. It's a lot better than the last 2 she created.
Yes.
I will say that in terms of the songwriting, it was phenomenal. There was not one bad, quote-unquote, bad song on the album. There was no Ribbon or Migrate or any other of those forgettable songs you probably don't know about. We won't do that. And I personally like Thirsty. I don't like it as a single, but I think it's a nice little song once you get past the verse part. Anyways, but yeah, the album was great. It was really heartfelt. She actually sounds comfortable in her range now. She doesn't sound like she's pushing herself too much. The whistle register is still there. The lower register is still there. Camouflage, obviously like the best song on the album. Second best song would probably be Heavenly, which is the Can't Give Up Now cover from Mary Mary. And overall, it was an amazing album. And out of mics, I would give it 4.5 mics out of 5.
All right. That was cute. Mm-hmm. We may have to keep that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And now we are going into what we're calling Anti-Fanmail fan mail.
Is it that time already?
Yeah, it's that time already.
Oh, okay. Wow, this show's almost over.
I know, right?
Okay, well, pretty much the point of Anti-Fan Mail is you pretty much write an open letter to any artist. Well, we write an open letter, not really write, but on the spot, and we pretty much tell them what the beefs we have. And this has no timestamp. Exactly. So I could write a letter to the late, great Luther Vandross if I wanted to. I'm not today, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole essence and the element of it. So I think I start this one off.
Yeah, you do start this one.
So okay, so my open letter is Dear Rick Ross, and Rick Ross fans, but mainly Rick Ross. I don't understand why you think it's okay to call what you do rapping. I mean, by your standards, Dr. Seuss is a rapper. But
oh my God.
In all fairness, I think that the music you make is good for those who live in urban middle city areas. But what I don't get from Rick Ross, and what this letter is really about, is I don't understand how you can write a rap. Literally have been writing lyrics since 2000. When did that song come out? 2000 what?
Hustling?
Yeah, like 8, 7, 5, 2.
2006?
Yeah. I don't understand how every rap you have ever written since then has to reference something that you own or that you've purchased. I don't get it. Like, you know what? Let me see if I can find some lyrics right now. Because I can't.
There's Maybach music, which first of all is Maybach.
We ain't gonna talk about
New
that.
Money
I'm just gonna read you some of the lyrics that you wrote in the song "Devil Is a Lie" featuring Jay-Z, which I haven't heard this song before, but I could just randomly look up any lyrics that you have, and I'm sure I would find something. So the first thing you say is 4 stacks for the heels on my bitch feet, car seats still smelling like 10 keys, right? And then you talk about Wingstop because fat boys need 10 pieces for whatever reason, and then you're sipping Bordeaux out in Bordeaux. I don't get it. Why is it everything you have to rap about has to have some kind of materialistic element to it? Like, why can't we get back to the days, or not even the days, because we could just still do the shit now. I mean, hell, even Drake does the shit, of all people. Like, why can't we just write about things that we experience? And I know that, you know, now that you're in the quote-unquote rich, fancy life, you can like boast about things every now and again, but you can't take the stuff to the grave with you. And 10 years from now, people ain't gonna give a damn about you sipping Bordeaux while you were in Bordeaux or any of this other shit that you talk about. And it goes also to the fans of Rick Ross, which might be overstepping it, but I don't care. Why I don't see the thing is I don't get why people consider themselves fans or like his music, because I would think that you listen to somebody because you can relate to him. I don't know anybody who's been to Bordeaux who listens to Rick Ross. Like, and I don't blame them if they do, because let's be real. Like, most people who listen to Rick Ross, you don't own any of the shit that he talks about. You won't ever see half of the things that he quote unquote sees. I mean, unless you are a correction officer and you use the money that you got from that to become a rap star and pretend like you sell drugs when you've never seen drugs outside of busting other people. But seriously speaking, that's... I feel as though, in conclusion, if you're going to consider yourself to be a fan of someone, I would hope that it has to do with some kind of way of relating to what they do. Even if it's someone as superficial as Kesha or Rihanna, it's like, okay, whatever. We can feel however we want to feel about them. But if you like Rihanna and you like to have sex a lot and you like to go out and party and it ain't nobody's business but yours, then that's fine. You can relate to her. You like her music. But I can't see anybody saying that they live for what Rick Ross does or has done, because honestly speaking, no one can relate to the shit. And to be truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if even he couldn't relate to the shit. I wouldn't be surprised if the label was like, oh, okay, we're glad you wrote those lyrics, sis. Now you have to give us back the $500,000 that you owe us because this goes straight into your damn recording contract. This ain't got shit to do with your life. I wouldn't be surprised. Didn't his last album go like triple plexiglass? Or like...
Yes, I believe so. Actually, the last two. Every other album has gone gold at least.
Yeah.
Because I may or may not listen to his music.
If you're selling gold, how can you afford gold? That could be a lyric. Because, we can rhyme words with words now.
Exactly.
So,
that's a thing, unfortunately.
Rick Ross started it. Actually, he didn't, but he popularized it, which is just as bad.
And 2 Chainz just took it to a
Signed Eddie J. That's pretty much my open letter. And, yeah, Erica, it's your turn. Who do you have an open letter to?
Well, my open letter... My open letter is for everybody's favorite little sister right now, Solange. No. Solange knows.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Janet is somewhere in the Middle East just kicking it with her billionaire husband.
She got money.
Yes. But anyway, so, dear Solange, girl,
here we go.
Okay, I personally think that you have great potential.
So much potential.
You have so much potential to be a great songwriter if you continue to, I don't know, work on your craft as opposed to work on your MMA moves in elevators. I've heard the work that you've done on like Kelly Rowland's solo debut, Simply Deep, including the self-titled
Didn't it come
song.
out in like 1996 or something?
Negative. It came out in 2002 while Eddie is being shady, and it was like, wow, you're 17 years old writing these relatively deep ass lyrics.
Simply Deep. So.
Exactly. And now you're known. You're not even known as Beyonce's little sister. You're known as the chick that kicked Jay-Z's ass, which technically you didn't do because Julian, whatever the big burly bodyguard dude's name is,
Rick Ross.
He stopped you. Yeah, Rick Ross Jr.
This whole thing just came full circle.
He stopped you. Right. He stopped you, but you did manage to land your stiletto heel a couple of times in Jay-Z's nuts, and it was just like, wow, what the hell?
Tony, girl.
Right.
Tonight, oh wow, like,
dang, what happened the other night? What happened the other night and why? Yes, again, a great song that you wrote that was catchy.
That's the only one I know from her too.
Right.
I have that whole album.
Cute little video. That album was good.
I'm sure it was.
What was it? Like Solo in the Hadley Street Dreams? Like, that was a really good record that was
like
low-key.
Lost Nightmare?
No, that was low-key better than... What album was that Beyonce came out with the exact same year?
Beyonce?
No. Oh, what was it? What was it? The second one, maybe?
B-Day?
B-Day, yes. It
That's
was better than B-Day.
It was better than Beyonce.
Well, yeah, it was better than Beyonce, the album that secretly came out in December. But really, Solange, Solo, Jules' mom, whatever you want to be called, Street Fighter, Katana from Mortal Kombat, whatever you want to be called, I need you to get in somebody's studio and work on More Than an EP, More Than a Proud Family remix with Michelle Williams, which, by the way, that Say Yes song is awesome. I would say Say Yes is the shit, but it is a gospel song, and that's kind of awkward, too.
But you just said it.
I know. I did know. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
When Jesus said yes,
nobody can say no. When Jesus said yes, nobody can say no. I'm saying, like, that was good.
Then why didn't you just say no to, like, beating Jay-Z?
Like, okay, and really...
Jesus did not say yes to that, Solange. I'm sorry to tell you.
I really believe that Jay-Z just said some big brother, little sister stuff to you, and you just got in your feelings at the wrong place.
Oh, well, Wendy already told us what it was about. Apparently, Jay-Z was feeling on some girl booty like R. Kelly, and...
But that ain't your business. That's the thing. That's not your business.
You don't know what her business
That is not your business.
You know what, Solange?
Ain't nobody business, no.
You know what, Solange? Let me tell you something.
You will not hijack this.
I am 100% on your side. I say you need to continue beating his ass until the cows come home.
This ain't Ike and Tina.
Go ahead and stand up for him, just like Homegirl stood up for Tina and told her that it wasn't right in the cafe when he shoved the cake in her face. I say you do you.
That wasn't right. What if she don't like cake? What if she like cookies?
But he referenced it. That was the shade, because Jay-Z
we know that it was referenced in the song. That's one of the many controversies from that album.
But you know what? I think that what you need to do, you need to capitalize off of this. Make you an album called The Elevator. Make you a single called Elevator. You can actually steal the song that the Pussycat Dolls wrote called Elevator and use it for your own self, because that's what they do now. They make covers of songs a day after they made now. So go ahead, do that. Capitalize off of it. Have a video where you start off in the elevator and explain your side of the story. Make this into a movement or something. Don't just think. I would say turn your negative into a positive.
And walk out them elevator doors in the video like a diva instead of the crazy little sister. Because now people think you the crazy little sister of Beyonce and Jay-Z, aka Jules' mom. So don't do that. And that's not cute.
And start writing songs again, because the industry needs you.
Please.
And not that you're like the best songwriter ever, but
but you're damn
above
good.
R. Kelly and company.
You're above average. Let's put it like that.
You're above The Dream and Tricky. You are above...
What things above The Dream and Tricky? Can we start that?
You're about
Can we make that a thing?
You're about equal to Neo, I would say. If you learn how to be more commercial.
That's
with
fair.
Your songwriting.
That's fair. But you know what? I can't speak for Eddie, but I don't necessarily want you to be like writing, I guess, #1 pop hits on purpose. Like, just write good songs, and they should, ideally speaking, they should sell themselves. But either way, you need to sharpen or chill on sharpening your stiletto heels.
You need to just do a joint album with Carrie Hilson. That would be everything.
You know what?
Carrie Hilson would come. It's Carrie, baby.
The whole point.
Baby.
No, the whole point of my dear Solange is that you need to stay in the studio instead of elevators. Get out of elevators and get back in the studios. Signed, Erica. I think, that's all we have for the very first episode of the mic check. And tune in next time. We'll have some more shit for you.
Signing off, I'm Eddie J.
And I'm Erica.
Good night. Good day.
Deuces.